how's everybody doing today? I hope that you are well. I'm coming to you with my Fearless shirt. I love this shirt because I just did a podcast interview with my friend Lachelle, and we were talking about how to get unstuck. And, I was just sharing some of my journey and my story, and it's so fitting that I unintentionally wore this shirt today to talk on her podcast, because a big part of my journey in getting unstuck is going from fearful to fearless. And so I just want to come on here today because I think that there are a lot of people that are having fear and anxiety right now because of what's going on in the world, because of how people are treating each other. It's very easy to look at the world right now and feel very anxious. I understand that. And it's been real interesting to me because over the course of the last 17, 18 months, when this all kind of hit the fan, I had a friend say to me, "You seem so calm and so at ease and so at peace." And if this year had happened, I don't know, 10, 11 years ago, I wouldn't be this way at all. And so I just want to come on here. I want to share some things that you can do if you are wrestling with anxiety right now. And there's nothing worse than being a Christian and knowing that the Bible says don't be anxious for anything, right? But you still are. And so I feel like we have this gap, especially as believers, of this is what the word says, this is how I'm to live, but I don't know how to do that because I'm over here. So how do we connect those dots and get from here to here? And so I want to show you that. I want to give you some tips today that you can walk away with if you are feeling anxious about what's going on in the world. And sorry, my dog is barking outside. But the first thing you can do that will really help with anxiety is food. There is a huge connection between your gut and the brain. And so the gut controls the brain. And so what you eat affects your mental health for sure. So I would suggest eliminating gluten. That is a huge trigger for anxiety. I would suggest eliminating processed foods that are full of chemicals, preservatives, additives, things our bodies are not used to and they're not familiar to our bodies. So I would go to more whole foods in their natural form. If you need help with the gluten or the whole foods, let me know. I would suggest eliminating sugar. Sugar is linked to anxiety as well. So those are 3 things that I would do food-wise to eliminate some anxiety, because food does affect mood, and we're not really taught that, and I think it needs to be more stated and more education around that. So food for sure. The second thing is caffeine. And I know I love my coffee, don't get me wrong, but it's suggested that you watch how much caffeine your body can handle. We're all different. So I can tell you how much caffeine I can handle before I start to get anxious. So limit your caffeine. Be mindful of how much caffeine you're taking in. On the flip side, make sure you're staying hydrated. Make sure you're getting enough water. The recommendation is half of your body weight in ounces of water. So make sure that you're getting enough hydration during the day as well. The third thing is get outside and get some vitamin D, get some sunshine. There's a huge correlation between vitamin D levels and anxiety. So make sure that you are getting your vitamin D. Sunlight's the best natural source for that. The next thing I would do is move your body. I'm a big fan of safe movement, so do what works for you and your body type. I'm not saying you have to go run a marathon or you have to go do CrossFit, but move and get those endorphins flowing. That's going to release the chemicals in your brain that are going to help you to feel better. So definitely move, do some sort of movement, find something you enjoy. Maybe it's going for a walk. Maybe it is going for a bike ride. Maybe it is turning on music and dancing around your house. Whatever you do, make sure you're enjoying it, but get that movement in. And then the last thing is the hardest piece, and that's getting to the root. Figure out why you're anxious. What is causing your anxiety? Is it based on memories and triggers from the past that are creeping up in today? Is it the news? Watching too much news? What is the root of your anxiety? And when you get to the root and you can address the root, that's where the transformation happens. So these are some tips if you are struggling with anxiety. If you know somebody who's struggling with anxiety, I hope this is helpful. Please share, please pass this on. If you need help with any of the above, know that it's what I do, and I'm happy to help you in any way that I can. So have a beautiful day. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.